I'm nervous as all hell. And this was written only 5 days ago, after I, unbeknownst to me, fell off a fucking pedestal I was placed on. The wild woman is not a costume. There is a cultural craving for the wild woman. Men say they want her, the open legs, the uninhabited sounds, the instinctual body, the woman who laughs easily, moans freely, dances barefoot, fucks with presence, and feels like life itself, moving through your skin. They say they want to learn from her. They are enamored by her fire. They call her magic. But what they actually want is the performance of her wildness, not the reality of a woman who has earned it. Because a wild woman is not just pleasure and play. She is not just seduction and sweetness. She is not just orgasmic and radiant. A wild woman has walked through fire. She has known grief. She has known rage. She has known terror, loss, abandonment, death of dreams, and the slow alchemy of becoming again and again and again and again and again and again. And her laughter comes easily because she has cried deeply. Her pleasure is vast because she has survived, collapsed. Her love is fierce because she knows how fragile life fucking well is. But most men do not want that. They want the cake without knowing the ingredients, without honouring the heat it took to bake it, without repeating, respecting the mess, the burn, the ruin, the tense, the devotion required to make something that rich. They want her open, but not upset. Sensual, but not emotional. Alive, but not inconvenient. They want the wild woman in the bedroom, but not the wild woman in the living room when she is angry, grieving, shaking, and telling the goddamn fucking truth. But do you know what he refuses to admit? The reason a man cannot hold a wild woman's emotional range is because he has been taught to fear his own, his anger, his fear, his being pissed off, his grief, shame, and helplessness. These are the emotions men are punished for. In homes, in the streets, and in courtrooms. Don't you fucking cry. Man up, stop being weak, control yourself, be rational, and don't feel so fucking much. So he learns to shut them down. And when a woman stands in front of him fully alive, fully expressed, fully embodied, she becomes a mirror he cannot bear to look into. Her anger terrifies him because his own was never welcomed. Her fear unsettles him because he was taught his was unacceptable. Her grief overwhelms him because no one ever stayed when he felt his. So instead of meeting her, he retreats. Instead of staying present, he withdraws. Instead of learning how to hold intensity, he punishes it, often unconsciously, by abandoning her when she is upset. And in doing so, he abandons himself. This is not because he is evil. It is because he is uninitiated. A woman does not need to be tamed. She needs to be met. She needs a man who has turned towards his own inner fire rather than numbing it. A man who has sat with his anger without becoming violent. A man who's allowed fear to teach him humility rather than control. A man who has grieved enough to stay open when someone he loves is hurting. Until then, the wild woman will always feel too god fucking damn much, too intense, too emotional, too unpredictable, but she is not too much. She is simply too real for a culture that taught men to amputate their inner world and call it strength. You see, the tragedy is this. The very parts of her that men desire are born from the same depths they refuse to witness. You cannot have her passion without her pain. You cannot have her eroticism without her emotional truth. You cannot have her aliveness without the full spectrum of life moving through her. The wild woman is not a fucking fantasy. She is your threshold. And only those willing to reclaim their own emotional sovereignty will ever truly walk beside her, rather than consuming her magic and leaving when the fire gets real.
Thank you so much, Melissa Marie. I think they liked it.